It's definitely been a hot minute since I've played the F8 Crusader. Meh. I think I'm regaining my marbles a little bit, and I have the motivation to play some higher tier jets. And I figured this is a good one to play because I like it, and it has a pretty friendly matchmaker. Bleh. This one specifically is the F8E. The F8U2 is the one just before this, but that thing has a chronic wing falling off issue. And since I pretty much only fly with my keyboard unless I'm aiming, that's kind of a problem. Unfortunately, when you do upgrade to the E variant, you lose your RWR, but your wings don't fall off with the tiniest tap of your elevator anymore, which is very nice. Having RWR would be great, but I like to be able to pull all the Gs when I need them, so F8E it is for me. Anyway, this thing is really cool. It's one of my favorite aircraft to ever exist, both in War Thunder and in real life. It's got the funny mouth in front of it, which makes it look like it's going meh. If you couldn't tell, I have the sense of humor of a 4-year-old. Funny noises made with the mouth are extremely funny to me. Actually, you know what? On second thought, I don't think I am regaining my marbles. In fact, I think they were lost a long time ago, and I highly doubt I will ever find them again. Anyway, let's get back on track here. It's got 4 20mm Browning Colt Mark 12 cannons, which are honestly pretty good. I don't think they're doing the damage that they're supposed to be doing, but you do still have 4 of them. They have a very high fire rate, and they're extremely easy to aim, which is very, very nice. And as far as the missiles you get 2 AIM-9Cs and 2 AIM-9Ds, both of which are okay. I know a lot of people really don't like the 9Cs. I personally really do. In the down tiers, they seem to be extremely effective and actually pretty reliable as far as getting kills. For those of you who don't know, the AIM-9C is basically a Sidewinder like any other of the AIM-9s, except it's a semi-active radar homing missile, so it actually has to use your radar in order to track. And when you're facing opponents like F5Cs and SU-25s, or really any other premium plane, a lot of these guys don't really understand what to do when they have that RWR start pinging. And on top of that, a lot of these guys don't even carry chaffs. A lot of them are flare only, so they'll be trying to flare off a missile that they can't flare because it's not a heat seeker. The AIM-9C is essentially like AIM-7 Sparrow Jr. The drawback of using these things though, the F8's radar is not that strong and it is very easily fooled by chaff. So if you do run into somebody who is running chaff and they notice that missile coming at them, your radar is going to lock directly on that chaff as soon as they drop it. That leaves us with the AIM-9D. Now the AIM-9D is essentially an AIM-9G that you can't lead to shoot. It's got the same amount of range, which is extremely far, which is great, but you do have to be a bit more careful with the launches. Unfortunately, the AIM-9D isn't exactly the most flare-resistant thing ever, so if someone has flares and they see that missile, they just gotta drop one, and then the missile goes straight for that flare. Luckily, it seems like the matchmaker is pretty friendly to 10.3 right now. I'm getting a lot of down tiers, so I've seen a lot of planes who just don't have flares, and all I gotta do is shoot an AIM-9D at them, and there's nothing they can really do about it. They can be outpulled, I guess, but you gotta do it just right, and it's gotta be at just the right distance. Fortunately, I haven't had that happen to me yet. Now, the matchmaker is extremely solid. I didn't keep track like I did in some of my other videos not long ago with the up tiers versus down tiers, but if I had to guess, it's probably more than 50% of my games are down tiers. Alright, how about a game? I'm gonna show off the AIM-9C a little bit because I just like using them. Early game, a lot of the time, I have found myself getting 2 kills right off the bat with people who either don't have an RWR like this J35A, or people who just don't know how to react. Get one off on this J35 and he fires a missile at my missile and doesn't hit my missile hits him. Gonna try and keep that radar scanning, see if there's anybody else around. Pick up one guy, manually lock him because you have to with this radar because there's no ACM. Get another AIM-9C off on another J35 and he does the exact same thing as the first one and he eats an AIM-9C. Oh yeah, by the way, this happens quite a lot now. I hear a missile, don't know where it's coming from, and flare it off when I didn't even know I had a missile coming at me. I most definitely should be dead there, but a lot of times now you can hear the missile coming before it even comes close to you. Alright, more AIM-9C kills. MiG-21MF, lock him up, and fortunately for me, it doesn't seem like he's carrying any chaff because he starts dropping a bunch of countermeasures, but my radar holds lock on him just fine and gets the kill. More AIM-9C kills. F5C, gonna lock him up. He's not flying directly towards me, and I guess he's not paying attention to his RWR. Unless they never fix the problem with this thing not pinging on RWR. Last time I played it, I think that was still a thing, but I'm pretty sure they fixed that. F5C dies because he didn't do anything about my missile. Cool. Alright, more AIM-9C kills. Locking up a MiG-21 who shoots off a missile at me. Probably an R3R. Don't have an RWR, so I don't know. Get the kill. Yay, happy fun time. Remember how a second ago I flared off a missile that I wasn't even aware of? Well, look at this. Crazy. I most definitely should have died there. Alright, in the case that you somehow didn't get the message that I really like the AIM-9C, here's more footage of me getting kills with him. J35 never saw it coming. Fly straight for a couple seconds longer, and now we've got an SU-25, who is surely going to react in some way to this missile coming at him, right? Nope. Couple seconds later, put my nose down at two people who I'm hoping aren't paying attention or are distracted, and it seems that is the case. Aim 9D off on the SU-25 and Aim 9D off on the F4F, and that's gonna be kills 3 and 4. Always kinda nice when all 4 of your missiles hit. Unfortunately for the content of this video, I got a grand total of 0 dogfights in this plane in like the 10 games I played it today. I was really hoping I would get at least one to kinda show the flight performance of this thing, but I did not. How unfortunate. Alright, that's about all I have to say about the Crusader. What do you guys think about it? Let me know. See you guys next time. Peace.